Hello and welcome to today's video on SoulHubFeels. So, this is kind of an odd episode to be going into this playlist on ex-girlfriends because it was just kind of a hard one to title, and I had to really sit back and wait some time to decide what I was gonna name this one. Now, as you can see, it is my toxic ex relationship. And as you can see, she's yelling, I'm yelling. This was a team effort when it came down to the toxicity. This is not a one-sided toxic relationship. So I want to get that out of the way of, in no shape, way, or form am I going to be tearing down someone else, saying that they're the only reason this relationship failed, or that I'm the only reason that the relationship failed. And I don't think the relationship necessarily has completely failed. We have, gone months without, with just, some time to get that space in there. Since we broke up, and at first there was a little bit of shakiness and hatred towards each other. In fact, the one that person that just texted me is her. We are on friendship terms, and I couldn't be happier with that right now. And it's kind of one of those things that sorry, I didn't expect to get a text in the middle of this. It's one of those things where we made the team effort to ruin the relationship, and now we're doing the team relationship or a team friendship to see if there's, I wouldn't say we're necessarily looking to salvage it right now, but we don't want to lose each other either. Nobody wants to throw 7 years away. And we still respect each other, we still love each other, we still care, and that is all there. So this whole episode is kind of hard to make, and especially when saying my toxic ex relationship, because that, the way it was, it didn't start out that way. This is a girl that I met way back in high school, and we, she didn't even like me at first. She thought I was a jerk. She thought I was just another athletic douchey jerk. But then she ended up crushing on me, but I didn't know that she was, and because I just didn't really notice her at the time. But we had one friend in common, and then with that friend we eventually got to know each other. But by that time she already had a boyfriend, and she proposed, and they were getting engaged. But none of my business to say what happened there. But I came and rescued her, I guess, from that. That wasn't even a toxic relationship. That was just a plain out abusive relationship. But we and for the first longest while, we were really good. We were a really good couple, and everything went very, very well. Um, there was mistakes and fights and things that happened, of course. I mean, that happens. That's gonna happen. Um, Unfortunately, we had a pretty hefty event happen that left us both with some trauma, and it's not anything like someone cheated, nothing like that. It is something that I have no place actually saying, and it's not my place to say, so I can't, and I'm not going to. But something happened, caused trauma for both of us, and then there was a lot of stress in the air, and we never could quite get it out, and money became a issue too, and I started struggling with my stress and had tons of anxiety, and going to work was harder for me, and I started failing at being able to take care of her, because it's just who I am. I've never made her work. I don't do that. It's not my thing. I don't make her work. I've never made her work. She did what she had to at home, and when she failed, I would let her know, like, hey, you got to do better. And it's kind of where we started letting each other down. I was failing with jobs. She was failing at home. Nothing was getting done. We were going nowhere. I wasn't listening to her. There was a lot of things that we were both doing, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I don't want to tear her down, so I can say my part of what I done and not feel bad, because I'm the one that did it. I don't want people tearing her down later, especially if she comes into my life again, like I hope I will get the chance to do, because in the end, I do take a huge responsibility because of just how our relationship dynamic is, and I'm not saying we both couldn't have done better, but or that she couldn't have done better. I'm just saying I would prefer only to say what I did wrong and not expose everything she did wrong in the end. You know what I mean? But I think I try to take on as much of the fault as I possibly can, because I started pushing away, and I pushed away a lot of people. I negatively talked about her. I started shutting her out, started video games and music and work, and I just didn't have the capacity to go home and fight anymore, or want to try in life anymore, to be honest with you. I was I had gotten to such a point where it was really it was just the only thing that really tore us apart in the end was not seeking help. And that's why I blame myself so much, is because she told me I needed to do something. I needed to go get a therapist. And I didn't do it because I was stubborn. and in a bad headspace, and just, I couldn't. But then I got away from her, got here where I am now, 500 miles away from her, and I got the therapy, and I've never felt better. I started attending church, and that really helped me, and I've never believed in taking breaks and stuff like that, and maybe that's just what we needed. I don't know. I really don't. Relationships are very hard and complicated when all you know is that other person from high school, too. So, stepping away and maybe getting to know someone else for a while isn't such a bad idea. And, we've both taken that opportunity to do so. Now, it's not like we're, going around banging everyone, with the trauma that's on, both sides. I can say that's 100% not happening. And there's gonna be the people that'll say otherwise, but I have a lot of trust in that it's not happening. I know the history. You don't. Please have respect. Because if it was someone in your family or your girlfriend, wife, just saying. Just people that freak out and kill over this. People are crazy. So I hope one day I'll be able to update on this video in particular, because I don't want to give up on it. I love this girl. And her emotions are my emotions, and her needs are my needs. As far as I know, that's the way to love somebody. That's what a real couple takes. It's having each other's needs. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So if you guys did like the video, leave a like down below, comment saying why, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Soul Hub Feels.